Peace Collective. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. If you guys are ever interested in personals, I do offer them. All the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this channel is not specific to any particular zodiac sign. Each and every zodiac sign is welcomed here with opened arms. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest, you guys. If the message does not apply, let it fly. Readings are absolutely timeless. So if this is not the one for you today, totally fine, no big deal. There are plenty of other readings on this channel for you guys to tap into and to check out. At the time of this recording, we are still into Aquarius season, okay? We're pretty fresh in Aquarius season, so happy birthday to any of you fellow Aquarians. You could have Aquarius in your birth chart. I know I'm an Aquarius. I've got 5 Aquarius placements. You could be involved with one. If not, it doesn't matter, okay? If you are hearing this reading and you guys are here for a reason, make sure you leave a like. It's absolutely free. If something resonates, like the vibes here on the channel, share if you care, subscribe. We'd love to have y'all here, part of the family, okay? But as you guys can tell by the thumbnail of the video, we are going to get into a very, very special once-in-a-lifetime planetary transit that is currently going on at this time as of January 26th. By the time you guys catch this reading, it'll probably be the 27th or the 28th. However, Neptune has just recently entered into the sign of Aries. As you guys know, Aries is the very, very first zodiac sign on the wheel in the horoscope. And it just left out of the sign of Pisces. And if you guys are familiar, Neptune is a generational planet. So Neptune takes about 13 to 14 years to transition from one zodiac sign to the next. So we were in Pisces energy when it comes to Neptune from 2011 to 2025, okay? 2025, I say that because Neptune had dipped into Aries very slightly and retrograded back into Pisces. But now, here we are, 2026. Neptune has officially stationed direct into Aries, and it's going to be in the sign of Aries until March of 2039, okay? So again, the 13-year cycle. So this is not something that you guys might feel immediately tomorrow or next week, maybe not even next year. Okay, this is a very gradual process when it comes to the Neptunian energy aligning with Aries. So you've got a good 13 to 14 years in this transit. So there's no need to like rush or feel flustered or anything like that. You guys, this is a gradual transition. I wrote down a couple of notes like I normally would during my full moon or new moon phases. But this is just very special. So, and this is not something we're going to see again in our lifetime, okay? It takes about 165 years for Neptune to transition through the entire zodiac. So, this is the first time Neptune has been in Aries since 1862 until 1875, okay? It's leaving Pisces. Again, it's been in Pisces since 2011. The thing about Neptune, though, it feels at home in Pisces, okay? Neptune does rule over the zodiac sign of Pisces. Neptune, in general, can be indication of, or the planet that rules over the subconscious, right? Your dreams, things that you feel creatively led to do, right? Your intuition as well, okay? Maybe even addictions, the medical field. Neptune rules over the medical field. And again, that kind of goes hand in hand with addictions and things like that. And I mentioned not so much the conscious mindset, but the subconscious mindset, things that might be a little more hidden, right? Deception. Neptune is a really, really big player when it comes to casting illusions and deception. Okay, so with Neptune transitioning into Aries, as you guys know, Aries is a very fiery, dominant sign. It's very masculine. If you guys just think of tarot, you can think of the Tower, okay, which is Mars ruled, or you can think of the Emperor, right? It's disciplined, it's structured. Aries has no problem taking initiative, taking action. However, it can be a little impulsive. Very much so act before you think. Okay, but it's that warrior spirit, aggression, right? Nothing can really stand in the way. So just think about that. Combine those two energies of Neptune, what I just talked about, and Aries combining, right? It's water meets fire. So with Neptune transitioning into Aries, you're going to have passive dreaming. That's going to become more active manifestation, okay? From the mystic mind, okay, with Neptune again, and then that's going to transition into more so the warrior mind, okay? Again, taking action. You're not just thinking and fantasizing about things anymore. You're turning those dreams and those subconscious thoughts, the la di da di da version, and it's becoming action. Taking real action, taking real warrior drive and ambition, and applying it to those dreams, okay? Self-preserving ideologies as well is going to be very prevalent. Aries, again, is the very first sign of the zodiac, very dominant. It can be a little selfish as well, but not in a selfish way where you don't give a fuck about anybody, but it's more it's more about self-preservation, okay? So putting yourself first is not being selfish, okay? Some of you guys may be coming out of the energy of being people pleasers to doing what you know, what you feel is best for you, regardless of what anybody else on the outside may feel or have to say about it, okay? Now, there will be a Mars and Pluto conjunction, okay? Mars, which rules Aries, you guys, okay? Mars is the planet of aggression, war, how you move, okay, your activeness, the things you take ambition on, the things you crave, your sexual desires, right? Pluto is also in the sign of Aquarius. Mars is in Aquarius right now, but there's going to be a Mars and Pluto conjunction along with Neptune and Aries. Now, a conjunction with your planets can be, it's a blend of different it's a blend of whatever those planets represent. So you're gonna have a blend of Mars in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, and a blend of Neptune and Aries come January 27th, which is today, as you guys are catching this reading, okay? So that can kind of indicate change through conflict, okay? Change, powerful transformation with Pluto. Mars is that conflict, war, aggression energy, and major breakthroughs of illusions, okay? The major breakthroughs of illusions is that Neptune and Aries energy. All of that combining, you guys may notice that there's going to be major changes or shifts or even revelations that come about, but it may happen through means of conflict or those uncomfortable conversations, okay? Standing for yourself and your authenticity despite outside manipulating forces and ideologies, okay? Neptune and Pisces, again, we've been in that energy for the last 13, 14 years. Think about the last 13, 14 years, right? The rise of just overwhelming amounts of social media, overwhelming amounts of information coming through social media. We don't know what's real, what's fake, okay? The rise of AI, things like that. And even just the transmission of news and information through means of social media. It's easily manipulated, okay? All of the quote unquote fake news vibe, right? That kind of had a major surgence in the last 10 years or so. Probably a little less, but again, Neptune and Pisces, quote unquote fake news, right? The disillusionment, fantasy world. Standing for yourself and authenticity despite any outside manipulating forces that would come from, again, from social media, the internet, and the people around us in our immediate environment, okay? Aries is, like I already said, self-preservation. It doesn't mind standing alone and taking action on things that it believes in, okay? So you guys are gonna have to realize that, what it is that you're willing to stand up for without being coerced or manipulated or drawn back into what maybe Tom, Dick, or Harry thinks or what they say or what they feel is right for you. Okay, totally different energy we're in right now. Another thing, Neptune going into Aries, the invisible becomes visible. Okay, the things that you guys are not aware of, that you're not seeing clearly, it's going to become almost to the point where you can't ignore it, where it's just major red alert in your face, okay? Good and bad or indifferent. You can apply that to wherever you guys need to or wherever you see fit. Medical breakthroughs. It's I wrote it down as the woo-woo being validated, okay? By that woo-woo, I mean, maybe you're going to start to see scientific breakthroughs or the validation of, say, for example, spirituality when it comes to mediumship, right? Clairvoyance, clairaudience, that would be seen as kind of quote unquote woo woo, right? The things that maybe you just kind of pass by, toss it under the rug, you don't think much about, sci-fi movies. No, this period that we're in right now, Neptune Aries, people might be surprised to know or to find out that certain things, paranormal activity, the supernatural, things like that are going to start to become validated. And people who maybe are psychics, mediums, and things like that, their opinions or their thoughts or their insights are going to be taken a lot more seriously, to say the least, okay? The invisible becomes visible. It's a major flashlight on things that may have been very foggy or clouded over the last 11, 12, 13 years, okay? Again, medical breakthroughs, taking action with courage on your dreams, even when you don't feel ready, okay? Releasing that illusion of doubt. Piscean energy can get really caught up in fear or doubt or not feeling good enough. So all of that is about to kind of just revamp and be reshaped. That illusion of doubt is going to be completely removed, okay? If you're not feeling it yet, again, this is a very long, drawn out transition. So it's not going to be today, tomorrow, or next week, but you'll feel it as we go through this transit, okay? And taking action with courage. Neptune, again, dreams, your subconscious, the things that you fantasize about, subconscious thoughts and feelings. Aries is that initiating, taking action, and being serious about it, right? It's almost taking like that warrior spirit and applying it to your dreams, okay? If you guys ever have doubt when it comes to going after your dreams or whatever it is you've always envisioned yourself doing, you might not feel like that so much anymore. You might feel more ambitious or more courageous to actually take action versus letting it stay in your head, okay? Even if you don't feel ready. This is really a major energy about kind of just having a lot of faith and knowing that when you maybe jump off the cliff, you're going to land on a cloud, okay? Yeah, and I have February 14th. That's when Saturn is going to move into Aries. And that's a whole nother story. Saturn going into Aries, okay? We're going to do a whole nother deep dive on that when it comes a little bit closer to the date. But there's going to be a Saturn and Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees Aries. So that's huge. We'll talk about that at another time. Neptune and Aries, this is taking place in the first decan of Aries. If you guys are familiar with decans and you guys are familiar with tarot, the first decan of Aries is represented by the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands can indicate planning, okay? Travel, long-term vision. But the thing about the Two of Wands, though, you're making a plan, right? To choose whether you're going to go left, right, up, or down. However, the choice is always to move forward with that Two of Wands. Two of Wands is never a choice between going forward or backwards. It's always a choice about initiating and making a plan to move forward. But which direction is it that you're going to go moving forward? There is no option to go backwards, okay? Blending spiritual and creative ideals with bold personal action, more sovereignty, again, that self-preservation mindset, urge to become something new, okay? Also energy of dissolving one thing while creating something else. You guys may notice yourselves kind of getting uncomfortable or not wanting to do certain things that you used to do, or maybe even if you've been doing it for 10, 15 years, career-wise, certain habits, how you've been doing your hair, how you dress, whatever this is, the type of people you date, all of that energy is going to be kind of dissolving while you're creating something new or creating the newest version of yourself, okay? I also want you to ask yourselves, who are you really? Some of you guys may be having some type of identity crisis, and this is going to be a breakthrough with that identity crisis. Who are you really? And what are you willing to stand for? That's important because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, okay? Falling for anything, that disillusionment, Neptune and Pisces. Now it's time to stand up for yourself and what it is you actually believe in and take action on it, okay? This may also indicate a period of taking action on creativity without having much logic behind it. Um, that water and fire energy is very much so emotion and passion. It's not so much logic. So again, having faith and trusting that when you jump off that cliff and take action on something that you've been dreaming about, and trusting that you're going to land on a cloud, okay, and not on the ground somewhere, right? Yeah, there it is. Trusting and having faith that your courage will pay off. Okay, and again, taking action even without knowing the final outcome. Stop waiting on permission to do what you crave. Aries is not asking everybody else around, is this okay? Is that okay? What do you think? What do you feel? No, it's about you, what you think, what you feel is right, what you know is best for you and your spiritual values, okay, and your personal goals. Don't ask for permission. Stop waiting for permission because you're not going to receive it. It's either you're going to get up and go or you're not. Simple as that, okay? And being stagnant will become unbearable, you guys. I'm telling you right now, if you are stagnant in an energy that you've been maybe like you know you want to get out of, but you're dancing around it. There's something you want to take action on, but you're dancing around it, right? You're dancing around the gas pedal. It's almost, you're gonna be like, why is my foot hitting the gas? You're not even gonna, it's just gonna happen. And again, being stagnant, being in the same place you've been in is going to feel unbearable. And if you don't switch it up or change it up, you guys are gonna take some type of initiative, have ambition, drive, or passion, and apply that to your creativity, your dreams. You're not gonna get what you want. You're going to end up repeating a cycle, and you don't want to do that, okay? So that's it for my TED Talk, all right? We're going to get into a couple of different decks. I wanted to get into the Midnight Oracle. We're going to get one of these just to pick up on some shadow work that may need to be done when it comes to either you or someone on your mind, okay? Because, you know, these readings are fluid. If you know I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about someone else. I apologize if that was a little long-winded. You guys are more than welcome to kind of hop, skip around in the reading, right? But we'll start with this, and then we'll get into an angel number deck as well, okay? What does the collective need to know at this time for this transit of Neptune into Aries? What does the collective need to know at this time? Please and thank you. Oh, let's see. Okay, 22 is showing up. The Enlightenment. Talk about that. Okay, again, Aries energy. I just said that a few minutes ago, shining a flashlight on things that may have been clouded, a little foggy, things that were an illusion, right? You're not going to have a choice but to see it clearly now at this point, whatever that may mean for you. Okay, the number 22, you guys could be seeing 222 a lot. Okay, the month of February could be significant. Of course, we're moving into February shortly. But we're going to read from the guidebook with this, the Enlightenment. I love that for this transition. Okay, it says inner peace, spiritual growth, and higher awareness. This card represents a moment of clarity and profound understanding, a time to connect with your inner self and transcend worldly concerns. It encourages you to embrace stillness and let your true wisdom guide you. Okay, and true wisdom, again, with Neptune energy, that can talk more about spiritual wisdom, right? And again, enlightening that inner peace and spiritual growth within you. Some of you guys may have been a little dormant when it comes to your spirituality or your spiritual practices. Now it's time to actually take action on those things, okay? As a reflection, are you allowing space for inner reflection, or are you too distracted by external demands, okay? And that can be anything, right? Family members demanding as friends, demanding as job and boss or career, maybe even a demanding mental space where you're always overthinking, okay? Are you allowing that to take over, okay? Or are you focusing on the inner work that needs to be done as well? It's not always just outer work. And the thing about that is too, outer work will be a lot easier to take action on or to handle. It'll be a lot more seamless once you do the inner work. The inner work will automatically influence the outer work, okay? 1919 on the timer I just saw. But I just wanted to get one of those. And yeah, and we're in the age of Aquarius. Pluto is in Aquarius. The age of enlightenment is already here. And I don't think Saturn and Neptune going into Aries is going to lighten that up at all, okay? So, yeah. We're going to get into this angel number. I'm going to get one or two of these, and then we'll dive into another deck, you guys, okay? Let's see. What does the collective need to know at this time for this transit of Neptune and Aries? Please and thank you. You guys will be becoming enlightened to what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Again, making a major transition. Don't be afraid to change or make a transition from what you've been doing, even if it makes other people around you uncomfortable, because guess what? Your life is not other people's comfort zone, okay? What they knew of you is not going to be this new version of you. It's either going to get with it or they're going to get lost, okay? Simple as that. Okay, I have two of them showing up. 0303, taking chances. Okay, you guys can be seeing 3030 a lot, the month of March. And you have 0404, okay? The month of April could be important. This is 0303. It says taking chances, balance, caution, awareness, boundaries, health, serenity, protection, and communication. Okay, take a moment to observe the people around you, your environment, and your health. This is a gentle reminder to stay cautious and alert to prevent any future issues, okay? Prioritize clear communication and maintain healthy boundaries to ensure your well-being. And what's standing out to me more so is boundaries. Some of you guys may be learning a very harsh lesson when it comes to boundaries, okay? Are the people around you draining you? Is the environment around you draining you? Again, some of you guys need to be in hermit mode a little bit before stepping into that Aries energy and hitting the gas, right? And figure it out first. Who needs to be in your energy and who doesn't? Who do you need to create boundaries with? Who do you need to prioritize clear communication with, okay? Stay cautious and alert to prevent any further issues, okay? Taking chances as well. Then you have slow down showing up here, okay? Balance, again, showing up. Power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, low vibrations, and a warning, okay? Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. That's kind of like a double confirmation. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate and keep healthy boundaries. Wow. So yeah, a major emphasis on communication here showing up during this Neptune and Aries transition. Okay. Who are the people around you that are sucking you fucking dry right now? Who are the energy vampires around you that are preventing you from going within to seek enlightenment? Who is keeping fog or rose-colored goggles on around you? Okay, or who are you keeping rose-colored goggles on in reference to? Okay, pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Okay, it's a warning. I'm not saying to just say fuck everybody, you guys. But being alone, again, that Aries energy, taking action, you're number one, right? One of one, the first, self-preservation. Being alone may not be a bad thing at this time, okay? Again, it's kind of to give a reassessment and to have a realignment here of who and what is supposed to be in your energy and who's not, okay? Both of these cards say to stay cautious, to stay alert, to avoid any future issues, okay? Communicate and maintain healthy boundaries. That's going to be very important. We're going to get into another oracle deck really quick, then we'll dive into the tarot to clarify. Does this make any sense to you guys? You like this style of reading? It makes sense. Definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free, okay? Hope, authority. I feel like some of you guys are also going to need to step into your leadership roles. Aries energy again, okay? Having authority, taking initiative. It's going to be very important, all right? But let's see. Why is this here? I'll just get the collective, please. What is this? Exhausted is showing up, okay? Feel financially drained. Yep, lacking viable options. Recharge and regroup. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, again, I keep getting this people pleaser energy. Again, we just transitioned out of Neptune and Pisces. So again, it's going to take a little while to really shed that and really fully embody this Neptune and Aries energy. So don't beat yourself up if you feel like you haven't, done anything major or significant by next week or whatever. Okay, again, it's a slow transition. Recharge and regroup. Some of you guys may already be in this resting energy right now. It's coming through more like nesting, like a nesting bird or something. But some of you guys could be in that energy now because, you don't want to be exhausted or burnt out before you start putting your foot on the gas in whatever direction you're trying to go in. Okay. Like when I say this is a time to take action on your goals, like this is no joke. Some of you guys are about to be very booked and busy here, and that's probably why you've been feeling a little lethargic, a little more tired, more restless lately. The spirit is asking you to rest and regroup and recharge. And again, remove the energy vampires, because they're not supposed to be on this journey with you. Whoever these energy vampires are to you, okay? Especially if they're draining you financially here, okay? This job could be draining you, very exhausting. You're doing too much without getting paid enough, you know? Recharge, regroup, and figure out what it is you really genuinely dream of taking action on. Okay, for some of you guys, where you're applying your effort is not where you're trying to be in the next 5 years. Simple as that. Okay, loyalty is showing up. Okay, so for some of you guys during this transit, your loyalty is going to be tested. Okay, it says true friendship and loyalty are among the most important values. Be loyal to your friends. I'm telling you, you're gonna be, for some of y'all, you might be very surprised to find out who's been loyal to you, who's not been loyal. And I'm telling you, if you've been living in la la land, knowing that certain people, places, or things need to change or need to be removed, you're going to be forced to see something for what it is, or see people for who they are. Okay, especially when it comes to maybe loyalty here. Be loyal to your friends. And again, your loyalty is going to be tested at this time, okay? Maybe what is your loyalty? Who is your loyalty to? Or what is your loyalty to? I asked you guys that earlier. Maybe you're going to start asking yourselves, you know, who am I really and what do I really stand for? Okay, your loyalty might be tested to your commitment / loyalty will be tested when it comes to taking chances, right? Are you going to be loyal to yourself? It's okay to say no. You know, that's the thing about Aries too. They don't mind saying no. All this Aquarius energy too that we're in, we don't mind saying no. Okay? Detaching even for self-preservation. It's necessary. If you want to be able to help other people or do for other people, you got to preserve yourself first. Okay, but let me get one more on these, please. You guys could be tired of people who are disloyal, giving them chance after chance after chance, right? That's over with now. And vacation, time to recharge is showing up again, okay? It says start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. This could be a mental vacation for some of you guys as well, okay? Investments, wisdom, spiritual work. Some of you guys are going to become a lot more wise. Maybe you're going into hermit mode, okay, to become more spiritually wise, you know? Some of you guys could be planning on making certain investments, okay? But yeah, with this vacation energy, again, I already mentioned how some of you guys could already currently be in this nesting phase, this resting phase before things start to really pick up, okay? And it's almost like I keep getting this vision that's reoccurring, like a championship boxer. I just keep seeing someone in a boxing ring, like just kind of getting themselves pumped up. You know, they're drinking the Gatorade and the water, like they're ready to fight. Like some of you guys are getting prepared, or the universe is preparing you for the next big championship, the next big thing. For some of you guys, it might be the next big battle. But this battle, or the uncomfortable conversation, this conflict that's kind of on the horizon here, is going to lead to an ultimate breakthrough. I'm telling you, it could be something that you guys needed to hear, someone else needed to hear, something that you needed to see or recognize in order to initiate this breakthrough, okay? Very positive, powerful energy, definitely, for sure, okay? But we're going to get into the tarot. Right, this is the classic Rider-Waite deck. We're going to clarify the rest of this. If it's making any sense to y'all, definitely leave a like on the video. It is free 99. Share if you care. Okay, does this make any sense to you? Leave a comment if you would like. Let's see. What is this energy like, please? Again, we have the enlightenment, taking chances, slow down. Some of you guys may not have even, I got this vibe, some of you guys may not even know, or maybe you didn't know for a long time what your purpose was, right? What you're supposed to be doing. I see you becoming enlightened to that. Finally realizing what your purpose is, or what you're supposed to be doing, and taking action on it, right? Don't figure it out and just sit on it. Figure it out, or when you find out, take action on it, okay? Do something about it. Why is this here, please? Ooh, okay, we had a couple. popping out. Page of Pentacles. Okay, Earth sign energy. Some of you guys could be getting a new job opportunity or like a very small raise. Congratulations. Learning something new even. Okay, Two of Pentacles here. The Sun. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Very nice. Okay, so this is definitely Leo energy. What is this, Capricorn? Yeah, I believe this is Capricorn. So Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. Some of you guys, juggling this Two of Pentacles, juggling maybe even a little uncertainty. Some of you, I just said that. Some of you guys may not have known or recognized, or maybe really you didn't understand what your purpose was, what you're supposed to be doing. I see it becoming enlightened to you or being exposed to you here. And it's going to end up creating a massive change of events for you in a positive fashion with this Wheel of Fortune. This is things going your way, destiny, fate. Something here is fated to happen. Maybe some of you guys are going back to school. You were juggling on going back to school or learning a new skill, right? Spirit is definitely asking you to go ahead and do that because it's going to end up paying off. And I'm sorry if I pause for a minute, you guys, because I'm channeling. So please don't mind me if I pause for a minute. Yeah, if there's some type of skill you're going to learn here or adapt, acquire, someone here could want to learn more about you as well during this transition. I just see somebody's money here changing. Someone's financial situation may change. Okay, but right now maybe it's a little shy, or some of you guys may be a little shy or holding back when it comes to making a change or a difference in your financial situation. Again, I see someone kind of like dancing around it a little bit. Some of you guys may be presented a lot of different offers and you're not exactly sure which way to go. But again, that kind of reverts back to what I already said. You got to have trust or have faith, right? Have faith here that something is going to work out in your favor. When you take that leap of faith, you're going to land on the clouds. Don't assume or think or project into the universe that you're going to land on a bunch of shitty rocks, okay? Because that's not true. Some of y'all are dancing around or contemplating on making a move or doing something or investing in something, when I feel like already in your spirit, you know what the right thing is to do, what the right answer is. Okay, the Sun is vitality, life force, truth, exposure. That's like the happiest card in the deck as well. Some of you guys could be traveling to somewhere warm, right? Or some of you guys could live in a very warm climate, like Florida, California, Texas, or something like that. Okay, what is this? Knight of Pentacles. Very nice. Okay. This is stability, or someone that's making a very genuine offer, a stable offer at that. This is the Knight of Pentacles is something where, or a person who's embodying the energy of being reliable, dependable. They say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. Now, they may procrastinate a little bit, right? They may take their sweet time. But when they say they're going to do something, they say they're going to show up. They're going to do that. And I said that earlier, you guys. The universe is going to absolutely test your commitment and your loyalty to something or to someone. So you need to get clear on what it is you want to do. Someone here can be getting clear, collective, on taking action towards you after juggling or dancing around, okay? It's almost like someone is finally getting serious. And whatever that might be, okay? This is all money here is what I'm seeing. All Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Someone here is moving a little slow towards you, but they're moving slowly but surely, it's giving. Some of you guys are progressing slowly but surely, and just when you thought maybe you weren't going to get there, you were thinking about giving up, whatever this is, boom, here's the breakthrough, you know? I want you guys kind of stop juggling on what it is you know in your heart you want to take action on, relationship, a new career, new job, buying a house, whatever this is. Your patience is going to be rewarded, or you taking action on something is going to be rewarded, okay? But I do feel like the lesson here, though, or what needs to be paid attention to is, are you being impulsive, or are you grounding these things? That Saturn energy is going to play a part a little bit later down the line, further into February. That kind of brings like a groundedness and a reality check to this impulsivity I'm feeling. But you got to be sure. You have to be very sure and intentful. I feel like, I don't know if that's a word, but make sure your intentions are in the right place, okay? I definitely see like a new job offer here, or someone making more money, or this could be an individual person here, you know, getting enlightenment that if they want you, they want to be with you, they want to be happy with you. The sun here, they need to take some type of action here and stop juggling, or say what they mean and mean what they say. You know, with this Knight of Pentacles, this could be you guys. Again, the universe testing your loyalty and your commitment to something or someone. You have 2 cards here talking about to recharge and to regroup. Okay. Knight of Swords. Here goes that impulsive energy. Gemini here. Yeah, and I'm seeing a card. It's from a totally different deck that I didn't use, but it's a Taurus energy. But the card that I'm seeing, it says, your dreams need a practical plan. So you got, that's the thing too with this Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries. You guys might want to rush on something or rush towards something. Again, very impulsive. Like once you get a download or an idea, you're going to want to just jump on it right then and there, which is not a bad thing, right? To have that drive and that ambition. However, some of you guys may need to learn a little bit more or brush up on your skills a little bit more. Again, be more grounded, have a more practical plan before you go ahead and hit the gas. Because once your foot's on the gas, it's going to stay there. It's definitely what I'm seeing. This could be a conversation. Again, I see someone here having a little bit of a difficult conversation, but it could lead to some type of breakthrough with this Wheel of Fortune. Again, it was something that was meant to happen, okay? Knight of Swords is definitely a little impulsive. Someone ready to pop off. If somebody, you guys got to pay attention to that. When people are challenging your thoughts or your beliefs with this Neptune and Aries transit, you guys might find yourself getting a little frustrated when people don't understand your viewpoint or they don't align or agree with your viewpoint. That doesn't leave room for you to get mean or nasty or be upset with this Knight of Swords, okay? It's got to leave room for understanding and flexibility as well, okay? Because the thing too about Aries energy, it's like they can absolutely have no problem saying no or detaching when it comes to self-preservation, but I don't think they do well with taking no for an answer, okay? So you got to be mindful of that. Not everybody is going to think like you or act like you. It doesn't make them wrong. It doesn't make them a bad person, okay? So be mindful of that. What is this? And also, I see that some of you guys are going to be tired of breadcrumbs, like breadcrumbing offers, people not having a lot to offer you is what I'm seeing here too. Some of you guys will be getting tired of that. Giving somebody benefit of the doubt is what I just heard. And Knight of Swords is also too a lifestyle change, okay? In a very positive direction is what I'm seeing with this Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, what is this? Okay, 3 of Swords is showing up. Yeah, so a lot of you guys, these transitions or these changes you make, it could leave other people not so happy. Like, yeah, 3 of Swords and Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Again, heavy Virgo towards Capricorn, and I have Leo here. But guess what? It's giving like, get with it or get lost. I'm sorry if that sounds mean or harsh or whatever, but some of y'all are going to need to get in that energy if you want to get to where you want to be. Okay, even if it's like a career change, like some of you guys may work in a field where it's very competitive or you have to really hustle and bustle for your work or for your money. So it's like, you know, listen, I don't have time for the shenanigans, the dancing around. Either we're going to do this or we're not. If we're not going to do this, that's fine. It was great to meet you, great to know you, on to the next. You know, if you're not ready to buy this product or buy my services, fine, that's okay, on to the next, right? Some people may be very hurt or a little disappointed when it comes to your indifference with certain things. However, with the Sun card, again, it's to lead you to a breakthrough or to see things clearer than you have been over the last few years. And again, a breakthrough, success, victory of some sort with the Sun here. Some of you guys may find something out here that you're not too happy about at first, but you're going to realize, oh, okay, it was meant to happen this way. No wonder. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys will be having that major realization as well during this transit. Realizing what happened maybe 6 months ago was actually for your highest good. I definitely, look at this, Eight of Pentacles. I definitely see some of you guys focusing, being more determined, spending more time on your craft, studying something, learning something, working real hard. Again, I see your finances moving up in a more positive trajectory. Congratulations, okay? Maybe you had to leave a job or a career you've been doing for a long time in order to do that, okay? Why is the Three of Swords here? The Sun. Ooh. Wow, Temperance, okay. Sagittarius energy here. Balance, peace, tranquility. Yeah, look, the Tower. Wow, King of Cups, Justice. Okay, wow. Some of you guys may be very surprised or caught off guard, falling in love here, okay? Or meeting somebody that is going to be in alignment with you spiritually, very intuitive. Some of you guys are going to have some very extreme intuitive downloads. King of Cups or Queen of Cups is very in touch with their spirit and their intuition. Again, Neptune energy, right? And here goes that Aries energy with the Tower, Mars. This is giving me extreme downloads, intuitive hunches that y'all need to take some type of action on. But again, it's going to be for a breakthrough, some type of truth, clarity, balance, karma, you know? Now this Temperance card fell out. You see the angel here balancing out two cups. You know, you give and you receive is what I'm getting from this. Temperance is about patience as well, being mild-mannered. You guys are going to have these urges to be very impulsive, but you guys got to check yourself. I just heard that phrase, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And that can apply anywhere, okay? So apply that to where you see fit. Some of y'all may be in this energy of like, you end up saying things that you didn't really mean to say, and you're going to have to kind of backtrack a little and save face. Be careful of that. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Be very intentful here. And it's giving, again, maybe from going from an imbalanced situation, again, fogginess, disillusionment, cloudedness, to more clarity, right? More reciprocity, more balance when you come out of imbalance, right? If you're trying to learn the ropes of a new job, a new career, or learning something new, I see you guys going from being a little imbalanced, being overwhelmed, to finally getting the ropes going, you know? Take your time if you have to with something. Again, one of these cards even said to slow down a little bit. And look who's showing up again. King of Cups. I wasn't even ready. Wow, Scorpio. Some of you guys can be very hush-hush or keeping your feelings very close to your chest. Or this can be someone else keeping their feelings very close to their chest right now. But maybe they are planning. They're strategizing, okay, with this Knight of Pentacles on how to come towards you. Or this is you planning and strategizing how to come towards a person, right? Or maybe how to grow spiritually, because this King of Cups is very emotionally sound, okay? Again, maybe backtracking that impulsiveness and becoming more grounded and more in tune here. But again, you know, we got to be mindful because you don't want to get too comfortable or too complacent. That Aries energy is going to make it unbearable when it comes to being in a comfort zone, or maybe for some of you guys holding back your emotions and your feelings. It's going to become unbearable, especially if expressing your thoughts and feelings and emotions is going to lead to a breakthrough. It's going to be unbearable keeping it to yourself. Or this is how another person is feeling. Planning and strategizing slowly but surely. And I think it's going to get to the point where they're going to not be able to contain these feelings, these emotions, okay? Someone could be juggling when it comes to coming towards you, or this is you juggling going towards someone else, juggling with like spiritual growth here. Okay, but I see you guys overcoming that. Congratulations, or becoming more mature. Some of you guys could be working on maturity, or someone around you working on their maturity level here. Again, loyalty. Someone here may want to settle down and be a husband or be a wife, but they know that their loyalty is going to be tested. Okay, can we go more on this? Ooh, what is this? The Hermit. Okay, so Virgo energy again. We mentioned that already, okay? Kind of like taking the need to do some inner work, right? Some of you guys, before we really step into the real new year, which is more around March 21st, Aries season again, you guys could be spending time now, again, maybe tired, maybe feeling like a little in the resting / nesting phase, because you might still be in the energy of shedding. January into February, still shedding before the real new year starts. And we're going to be completely catapulted into Aries energy, okay? And look at this, the Four of Wands here. Yep, stability, a new home, marriage. I mentioned that earlier. Someone here could want to be a wife or a husband, and they're taking the steps that they need to do in order to do that, okay? Maybe buying a home, relocating. This is like a reunion, reconciliation, as well, a celebration of some sort. Okay, like graduations, family reunions, things like that. So some of you guys may come out of hermit mode, isolation mode, and you're going to be driven to, again, have more drive or ambition to be more social, possibly, or again, bringing those creative, intuitive, subconscious thoughts and ideas into more grounded stability, into reality. Okay, 1111 could be significant for some of you guys, and I see you becoming a lot more wise, a lot more spiritually inclined, either you or someone around you. And it may have taken you or this person a little time to get here, right? With the hermit, when they retreat, they always come back more spiritually inclined. They come back out of hermit mode more wise, right? More in tune with what, or more certain about what they're going to do, how they're going to move, how they're going to show up, okay? Someone could be holding their feelings very close to their chest right now, and they're debating on whether or not to speak up, say something, or this is you. But once you actually get out your comfort zone or this other person, it's going to lead to some type of breakthrough or a fated meeting, a fated conversation, okay? A fated destiny change is happening here. So congratulations, okay? But I do feel like, maybe checking yourself when it comes to the impulsivity factor is going to be important. Doesn't mean to stay stagnant and not take action, but think about what it is you're going to take action on first if you're not already doing that. And then when you are ready to hit the gas, it's got to be all gas, no brakes. Okay? And whatever that looks like for you. All right? So we're going to tap into that Saturn and Aries energy once we get a little bit closer to that transit, which is, again, not until maybe the 13th or 14th of February. But I do hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that it was insightful. I hope that you guys are able to take something from this. It means so much to me every time you guys tap in, every time you guys join, leave a like, subscribes. It means so much more than you know. But I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.